faithfully delivering value by interpreting global literary works. Hi, this is Sally's Book Talk. Today we're exploring the book On Writing, a Memoir of the Craft. The author is Stephen King, one of America's most widely read novelists. His best-selling works include Carrie, The Shining, and Rita Hayworth and Shawshank Redemption. The New York Times calls him the modern master of horror fiction. In Forbes' 2017 list of highest-paid authors worldwide, Stephen ranked fifth. He began writing in childhood and had published 35 novels by his 50s, remarkably prolific. On Writing has two main sections. The first chronicles pivotal life moments. The second teaches writing techniques drawn from his novel crafting experience. This book holds unique significance in the author's life journey. In 1999, Stephen nearly died in a traffic accident while walking. At that critical moment, this career summarizing book remained unfinished. After brushing with death, he persevered through pain to complete the manuscript in a wheelchair. A true labor of love. Let's begin with part one, Stephen's memoir of formative years. Born in 1947, Portland, his debt-ridden father abandoned the family when Stephen was 2, leaving his mother struggling to raise 2 boys. The family moved constantly, sometimes facing dire poverty. During hardest times, the brothers stayed temporarily with relatives or family friends. At 6, severe illness forced Stephen to leave school. This period immersed him in comic books, which inspired his first stories. Thus began Stephen's writing obsession, submitting stories to magazines. Though facing constant rejections, he nailed rejection letters to a wall spike. When overwhelmed by rejections, he upgraded to a larger spike. Through countless rejections, Stephen honed his signature themes, suspense and horror, passions, since childhood. During college, the most important person entered Stephen's life. She was Tabitha. They met in the university library. Stephen was captivated by this unique girl's fearless laughter in the library. At 24, they married, a union lasting to this day, with Tabitha always reviewing his first drafts. 3 years into marriage, with 2 children, financial strain became heavy. To support his family, Stephen obtained teaching certification, though uninterested, but ended up working 4 years in laundry for $1.40 per daily handling of maggot-infested restaurant linens where larvae crawled up arms. During these hardships, Stephen kept writing horror fiction. He wrote stories for men's magazines, occasionally earning $200 per piece. Yet, through it all, writing remained his joyful sanctuary. Finally, at 26, Stephen's first bestseller, Carrie, was born, a supernatural thriller about a bullied teenage girl with telekinetic powers. And Carrie, ostracized at school, unleashes deadly vengeance. Initially dissatisfied, Stephen discarded the manuscript. Tabitha rescued it from trash, convincing him to continue. After submission, Stephen thought little of it. Then came a telegram. Congratulations. $2,500 advance for Carrie. Confirm? In 1974, while writing vampire fiction, Stephen learned Carrie earned $400,000, $200,000 being his share. This windfall lifted the family from poverty. Carrie launched Stephen's fame and creative golden age. Having explored the author's journey, we now examine part 2. The best-selling author's writing craft. His methods unfold in 3 developmental phases. Phase 1. What preparations should you make if determined to become a writer? Phase 2. The actual writing process. Stephen introduces the essential writer's toolbox. Phase 3. Post-completion manuscript revisions. Starting with Phase 1. Essential writing preparations. In summary, right attitude, firm determination, extensive reading and writing. Begin with familiar subjects, approaching writing with serious commitment. Stephen advises, start however you can, but never begin casually. The writing demands solemn dedication. If unprepared, better abandon early. Writers need dedicated space, no luxury required. Remember, Stephen wrote his first bestseller in laundry room. Essential is a door you'll close, symbolizing commitment to writing Ideally, eliminate distractions. No phones, TVs, games, draw curtains if needed. For novices, remove all potential distractions. With proper attitude and closed-door determination, next comes extensive reading and writing, the only path without shortcuts. Stephen reads 70 to 80 books yearly, finding bad literature particularly instructive. Or writing teaches what to avoid. Example, the star miner overusing passionate, characters smiling or hugging passionately. This taught Stephen to avoid repetitive vocabulary. Reading forms a writer's core existence. Stephen reads everywhere: airports, waiting rooms, queues, even bathrooms. Constant reading maintains mental readiness for writing. If you enjoy it and have talent, reading 4 to 6 hours daily should work well. Stephen emphasizes constant writing practice, but how much is enough? This naturally varies between individuals. James Joyce, author of Ulysses, was famously slow. The great writers sometimes produce 7 words daily, while others are prolific. British mystery writer John Creasy wrote 500 novels under 10 pseudonyms. Stephen himself maintains remarkable productivity. He writes daily, 2,000 words, regardless of holidays. For beginners, Stephen suggests modest goals to avoid discouragement. Example, 1,000 words daily with weekly rest days to maintain momentum. Set targets, then commit. No opening doors until achieved. Before writing begins, what will you write about? Stephen's answer, write truthfully about anything that moves you. Start with subjects you understand deeply. Simply begin with genres you love reading. Stephen grew up loving horror comics and spooky tales, hence his lifelong genre focus. Having covered preparation, we enter phase 2, the writer's toolbox metaphor. 3 toolbox layers: vocabulary, grammar, paragraphing, novel components. The first layer contains essential tools, vocabulary and grammar. Golden rule: use first word that fits, avoid pretentious terms. Say tip, not remuneration. Take a dump, not defecation. Grammar combines words. No need for perfect sentence structures. Stephen champions basic noun plus verb sentences for clarity. Hemingway's terse style shines in The Old Man and Sea. Fight until death demonstrates powerful brevity. Stephen strongly advises against passive voice and adverbs. His writing pet peeves. Example, passive sentence: my first kiss is often remembered by me as the beginning of my relationship with Shayna. Confusing, active version: my relationship with Shayna began with the first kiss I'll never forget. Much clearer, right? Stephen's second nemesis, adverbs. Example, he closed the door forcefully. Not terrible, but ask yourself, is forcefully truly necessary? Between closed and slammed, context should convey intensity naturally. Preceding context should reveal his emotional state before door closing. The action's force needn't be explicitly stated. Moving to toolbox, second layer, paragraph structure. Open any novel randomly. Page layout reveals readability. Accessible books use short paragraphs with white space. Dense texts have intimidating blocks. Expository paragraphs should be concise. Ideal structure: topic sentence followed by explanations or expansions. This requires logical clarity and focus. Fiction allows looser structure with natural digressions. Story rhythm dictates paragraph flow. Transitions emerge organically. Experience teaches that paragraphs form automatically through narrative currents. Write without overthinking structure. Revise later if needed.